Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and I am at the May edition of the DuPont Registry Cars and Coffee that's being held here at the Peter O'Knight Airport. I'm kind of glad it's here because there is a ton of cars and we have a ton of space. Out of all these cars, my eyes finally came across this beautiful Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. Now, if you don't know much about the Lancer Evolution, basically what Mitsubishi did was they took their mundane Lancer, which was just a four-door passenger car, and they put some major muscle into it. Underneath that hood is a 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine and all-wheel drive. This was basically the arch nemesis to the Subaru WRX STI in rally competitions and on the streets in your local backyard. This one is known as the Evolution 8, the 8th generation. Now, we didn't get EVOs here in the United States for a very long time. Finally, Mitsubishi woke up and said, hey, Americans want these cars as well. And guess what? We have this nice example. Let's take a look at the front. The way that you know that this is an Evolution 8 is this nose right here. So this part right here, actually on an EVO 9, which is the last generation of this body style, it's open. So this one being an EVO 8 has this piece here. You can see the tri-diamond of the Mitsubishi logo. Here's a little fun fact for you about U.S. history. If you know your World War II history, you would know that the Japanese had a fighter plane called the Japanese Zero. Very good fighter plane. Mitsubishi was the one that built those planes for the Japanese. Just a little fact for you. But here they are building this awesome rally machine. So you can see from the factory, a lot of open element to the front bumper. You have that huge intercooler. Very, very nicely done. I also like the way this owner put this carbon fiber front lip spoiler here. Not only does it look good, but this is going to be a functional piece to help scoop air into that intercooler and stop air from going underneath the car. Another thing is that heat extractor. So all of this front end of the business is all stock because this was their rally car and they're going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink at it with getting it to not only produce power, but also get rid of that heat. And Tom could show you how you can see it's fully vented to help draw heat from outside of that 2-liter turbocharged engine. Now, if you know anything about EVOs, you know that people take these cars 600, 700, 800 horsepower or more. It can be done on the stock block, believe it or not, up to a certain point, of course. But these things are pretty bulletproof. I really like the flared fender. This is something that's going to, differentiate it from your standard Lancer. Now, these wheels are not the stock wheels, but I do like it. It's a good period-specific wheel. Very nicely done. There's our Brembo brake caliper. Brembo, Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, they kind of go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly because it's all about performance. Everything else is going to be your run-of-the-mill stock Lancer. But you can see, I don't know if Tom could show you in the opposite direction how the fender flare here, it's pretty prominent for this car. Another thing is as you work your way back, you're going to see how there's fender flare back here out the back. And then, of course, what rally car is not complete without its big wing? So this is a wing. You can see the carbon fiber weave on it. This wing was stock from the factory, just like the Subaru WRX STI had their big wing. So did the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. Very nicely done. One thing I like that the owner did, if Tom could show you, is the owner took out the rear windshield wiper. So normally this car, being a Japanese-made import, back then they used to put a rear window wiper here. The owner took it off. To me, I'm glad he did because it cleans up the whole look. And then to wrap it off, this is the rear end. And like I told you, obviously from the front, I showed you how you could tell it's an Evo 8. Across the back, the Evolution 8. Those are your Roman numerals. 5111. That equals 8. Very well done. Just so you know, in the States, we actually got a different rear bumper than the Japanese version. And sometimes owners will take off the stock rear bumper and put that Japanese version bumper on there. And then you have your single exhaust outlet back here. But I'll be honest, in the 2000s, I was a big Subaru guy, drove a lot of WRX STIs. I wish I got one of these. This is a car that I wish I would have got because I've had buddies that have had them. They love them. They got lots of power you could get out of them. Very good reliability. Probably the weakest link is going to be the gearbox. Gearbox compared to a Subaru STI gearbox is the weak link, but definitely when it comes to the engine block, This 2-liter, unbelievable the amount of power you can get out of it. But anyways, if these are the types of cars you'd like to see on Rainy's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you have not hit subscribe, please join the party. This journey is unbelievable. I don't know where it's going, but it's a lot of fun. Hit that subscribe button. For all of you that are our subscribers, thank you guys. We're really freaking making it go crazy here. We went from 0 to 4,500 in 6 months, and I have all of you to thank. Anything particular you want to see on Raiti's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. Check out my Facebook account, my Instagram, all Raiti's Rides, all original content. And like always, I'll see you on the next ride.